Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Shay's Hobby Doc Bay. Okay, this video is another booktube video. But I'm always, I don't know why, vlogging style, kind of like, I feel like I need to do this. So I have to do this in all my videos. Today's Wednesday. It is August 22nd, 2018. It's 5:22 p.m. right now. I'm here by myself, and y'all are gonna have to bear with me. I do have a headache, so it's gnawing at me, so that's got me feeling a little bad. So I'm not really my best upbeat, cheerful, jolly, holly, feel good, laughing person, you know, that I like to be when I get on camera. But anyway, I want to go ahead and do this. I've got several videos ahead I want to make, several for booktube, and then another one just for because as y'all know, my channel is not just a booktube channel. I've been on here since 2011, I think, and my channel has vlogging videos, it has crafting videos, hauls, fun stuff, laughing, talking, chatting, and just games, all kind of stuff, okay? So, and now I am adding booktube to it. So, I hope that's okay. Okay, this video, I'm sorry, is to let y'all know that, guess what? Yes, I finished this book. I'm so sad. I did not want to finish this book. Y'all, I caught myself at the very last of it. And y'all remember, now this here is like, the story's over with, but this right here, it's like the last of the stuff. It's the reader's guide, and then they have an excerpt for Darian Gee's next book that she's read and all that stuff. But the story of this book, which is Friendship Bread, is finished, and I finished the book. I loved it. It was so good. But at the end, like I said, at the end, I found myself every night, because I told y'all I read every night before I go to bed. I found myself that I wouldn't even finish one whole chapter. I would just read a little bit in that chapter. You know how I call them pauses? Now let me show y'all. I don't know what they're really called, but it's like it goes from one scene to the next, I guess, in the story. And it's in a chapter. Okay, so like this is chapter 1. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this and show y'all. So there is no pause there on either page. Okay, no pause on either page. You watch this chapter not even have a pause. Nope, that's not gonna have a pause. Yeah, it does. Okay, so right here is a pause, because see, it's space skipped between the writing. So this ended here and this starts here. I call that a pause. And so that's what I would do. I would read one section to a pause, and then I would stop and go to bed, because I didn't want the book to end. It was so good. And I have not read a book. I do every once in a while come across one that is so good like that I do not want it to end. You know, I want to read it and I want to find out what happens and all, but I don't want it to be over with. You know, I want to be able to just continue reading about this. You know, it was so good. So anyway, yeah, I'm making my headache worse. So see, I can't do videos without being loud and rambunctious and laughing, because that's me. But when I have headaches and feel bad, oh, that's not a good thing. But anyway, the book was so good, okay, and it ended. Everything turned out good. You know, I told y'all a lot of people had stuff going on. There was some tragedies, there was some depression, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. Well, everybody's story healed up and got better and turned out good in the end, as you know it always does. So, that's good. I remember mentioning the first of it, how it got started with, let me go to it. It's an old man. They have these parts in this was the prologue. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I knew what it meant. It's just I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's an old man, Leon Yadara, if I'm even saying his name right, 81. He's 81 years old at the beginning of the book. And it says amateur astronomer. If I even said that right. But see, this is not even one of the chapters. Because then, the next thing is the chapter where it starts the chapter 1. And then you have several chapters, but in between chapters, like it'll go to and it'll have another section like this about somebody else, one little part, and it don't say chapter. And then the next chapter is the next chapter in line. So these things are extras all in between the chapters. And there was 29 chapters, plus all of these little extras all in between there. Okay, so that was how that did. But I kept wondering about this, you know, because this first part about this man didn't say anything about friendship bread, which is what the story, whole book is about. And I kept wondering, what has he got to do with it? How does he come into play? Is it going to mention him again? And it does. At the very last, it mentioned him, and it brought it in, and it tied it all in. So, all is well, all is good. I want to tell y'all so bad. But then I know that we're not supposed to be a spoiler and let it all out. But who knows how many of y'all that watches this video is going to find this book and read it. You know, because a lot of people don't do that. And I'm the type of person, I enjoy telling you. I want to have fun and enjoy telling y'all about it. So, I don't know what to do. I tell you what, if y'all really want to know, leave it in the comments below. And tell me you want to know the things that I have not said about this book. And I will, I don't know, maybe we'll trade email and I'll tell you about it or something other. I don't know. Anyways, so I finished the book and it was good and all is well. It, like I said, it has that excerpt. I am going to read that about her next book and see if it would be good and if I want to. It actually continues on with this town, the people in it, and it even mentions friendship bread. I don't know if, you know, the story is going to be different. I don't know if it's going to, if they're going to continue passing out friendship bread, even if it's sporadically a little bit scattered throughout. I don't know, you know. That'd be cool if it was, because then it would be kind of like this was continuing on. So I may get that next book and read it. Let's see, what does it say the name of it is? Memory keeping, I think. I know it has, it's got to do with scrapbooking too. It's got scrapbooking in it. Actually, scrapbooking was mentioned in this story. One of the people had to do, it was the reporter, the news reporter. She said she went to far lengths to get a story, and so one of them was she got with some women and they were scrapbookers, and she ended up having to do a scrapbook page to help get in with them and get her story. So, and she was grumbling about it. She didn't like the scrapbooking, but it mentioned it. And so memory keeping, I think, continues that on about scrapbooking a lot and everything. So that will probably be a good story, good book. Okay, but I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that I have finished this book and it was good. So that one's finished. Now I want to tell y'all, I showed y'all my book, my to be read pile, TBR pile, and what I was going to read next when I finished this. Okay, well, the thing is, I've finished this. I'm going to read the excerpt in the back of this about the next one. Also told y'all I'm in a book club at my library, so she's called me and our next book is in for our September meeting, so I've got to go get it and I've got to read it, and my priority has got to be with it. So I'm going to read it next probably. Now I am also, I didn't mention this to y'all, but on my phone I have ebooks that I can get free on my phone, and I do read on them in my phone, sometimes late at night after I go lay down. Sometimes I'll be reading a real book like this up in here, and then when I go lay down I get my phone and I read on the book in there. So it's kind of like I'm reading on two different books at the same time. So what I'll do, and I do have one going on my phone, but I have not been to it in a while. It's been a while when I started this one. So I actually started that book before I started this one, okay? And I didn't finish it, and I was anxious to get to this one because it was my next one here. So I started this one, And because this one was so good and I was so excited, I wanted to spend all my time on just this one. And I just said, well, I'll just sit up late in here at night and read. And that's what I done. And I didn't even bother to pick my phone up and read that ebook in there. So it's still there waiting on me. So I got to get back to it too. So what I may do is like this next library club book, read on it. And then when I go to bed, read on the ebook in there to get it finished too, which I'll start another one on it, you know. But what I'll do is I'll do a separate video, and I'll have my phone with me. It's in there plugging up right now, charging up. It had died on me or got low. The battery did. So I'll make a different video to show y'all, because it does show a picture of the book that I'm reading on, and y'all can see the name of it and the author of it and what it looks like. It's a pretty picture on, like if it was a real book, it would be a pretty picture. And kind of tell y'all a little bit about what it's about too, and that'll be a separate video. Okay guys, and I have another video here I'm going to do on this one. It's a tag. I'm going to do a tag. So, a booktube tag. So, I will be back for that one. So, I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm out of here until next time. I'm done. I'm going to the loo.